In a league filled with dream pairings and storybook reunions, few hypothetical scenarios could generate more buzz than the possibility of Stephen Curry teaming up with his younger brother Seth Curry in Golden State. And according to longtime NBA head coach and current analyst Doc Rivers, this fantasy might just be the perfect reality if the Warriors are bold enough to make it happen. During a recent appearance on the Bill Simmons Podcast, Rivers didn't mince words when asked where Seth Curry, who is now a free agent, should land next. "I actually think the perfect place for him would be Golden State," Rivers said confidently. "I've thought that for a few years now. He just fits there. He fits perfectly with the way they play." Rivers went on to acknowledge that the idea might sound far-fetched at first glance, not because of basketball reasons, but due to family dynamics and potential reservations on either side. "I don't know if it's possible or not," he admitted. "I don't know if either one of them would actually want it, but forget that. Strictly basketball-wise, it works. It would be sensational. It'd be great for him, and honestly, great for them?" While some might view this as simple offseason chatter, Rivers' comments tap into something deeper, a storyline that NBA fans have quietly dreamed about for over a decade. Stephen Curry, already a four-time NBA champion and widely regarded as the greatest shooter in basketball history, sharing the floor with his younger brother Seth, one of the league's most efficient snipers in his own right. And make no mistake, Seth Curry isn't just riding the coattails of his brother's legacy. In fact, during the 2024-25 NBA season, Seth led the entire league in three-point shooting percentage, knocking down a blistering 45.6% from deep. That mark edged out some of the game's most elite marksmen and highlighted Seth's ability to make a major offensive impact, even in a limited role. Playing for the Charlotte Hornets last season, Seth averaged 6.5 points across 15.6 minutes per game. On paper, those aren't jaw-dropping numbers. But context matters. His minutes were sporadic. The team lacked structure, and yet he consistently delivered when called upon, especially from beyond the arc, where the Warriors desperately need more consistency. Let's be honest, Golden State's offense last season looked like a shadow of its former self. The spacing wasn't quite right. The off-ball movement didn't hum the way it used to. And outside of Steph, the perimeter shooting wasn't nearly as threatening as in years past. Adding someone like Seth, who understands the Warriors' motion-heavy, read and react system, and can shoot the lights out, could bring a much-needed jolt to their second unit or even serve as a tactical weapon in three-guard lineups. But perhaps the most exciting layer of this conversation is the emotional gravity. A Curry brothers reunion in Golden State wouldn't just be good basketball. It would be good television. Imagine the Chase Center crowd erupting, not just for Steph's logo threes, but for back-to-back bombs from Seth. Imagine the storyline arcs, the family moments, the highlight reels. The media frenzy writes itself. Splash Brothers, Family Edition. Of course, Seth Curry's journey to this point hasn't been nearly as golden as Steph's. The younger Curry went undrafted in 2013, after a standout career at Duke. He began his professional basketball odyssey with the Santa Cruz Warriors, Golden State's G League affiliate, before making his NBA debut with the Memphis Grizzlies in 2014. From there, he carved out a reputation the hard way, bouncing around the league with stints in Sacramento, Dallas, Portland, Philadelphia, Brooklyn, Phoenix, and Charlotte. Despite the journeyman path, Seth has remained a constant threat from three-point range and a smart, adaptable role player who brings veteran savvy to any locker room. In 11 NBA seasons, he's become the kind of guy every contender could use. Low ego, high IQ, and deadly when left open. For Golden State, who are facing major questions this offseason, particularly about depth, identity, and the aging of their core, Seth could be an affordable and seamless addition. More than just a novelty, he could provide real value on both ends of the court while giving Steph some familiar comfort on the floor. There's also a deeper irony here. Seth's career began under the shadow of his brother's superstardom, but now, over a decade later, he's earned the right to write his own chapter in the Warriors dynasty, should they choose to give him the pen. Will it actually happen? There are obvious logistical hurdles, roster space, cap considerations, and the desire from both brothers to keep their professional paths separate. But Rivers' endorsement isn't just wild speculation. It's basketball logic with a dose of family magic.